this heart gives the smallest glow. I think that I can see it show. Your eyes have a spark, you know. Open them and see me go.
Okay, so I got everything figured out, and now just one more thing needs to be added to the video. Only question is, what else can I add to make the video even better? Okay, I got nothing, and all of this thinking is giving me a headache. It's at times like this, that I wish I still had her in my life, but it's been just over 2 years since the breakup, and after I messed everything up with her.
I cannot believe you left me, to be with another girl. What is wrong with you, Jace?
But let me explain, it was an accident and I didn't realize that she was.
I don't want to hear any of it. You really think I'm going to trust you, or take you back after what you did? That will never happen. You and I are done for good. Goodbye, and you better stay out of my life.
No, it's too painful. I can't keep thinking about what happened on that terrible night. I need to clear my head, and try to get a fresh start.
Jace? Can you please come downstairs? Someone wants to see you.
Sure, Mom, I'll be right down. 1 minute. Now who wanted to?
Hi, Jace. It's been a while.
Jessica K. Anderson.
I'm surprised that you still remember me. It's been, like what, over 2 years since I last saw you?
Yeah, that's about accurate. But, what are you?
I'll explain everything in just a minute. Can we sit down in your living room and have a talk?
Yeah, of course, if you really want to. The living room is just over this way. So, I have no idea where to start. I honestly never expected you to come over to my house. Then again, I suppose that's a good place to start. How did you even find out where I live?
Well, a few good friends of mine who live here in Tyndale Valley, actually told me you were living here. If I remember correctly, their names were Jessica Andrews, Heather Campbell, Amber Larson, and Jason Ranford. Jessica was mainly the one who gave the best information about you to me, since you and her are living in the same neighborhood. Plus, she says you hang out with her from time to time.
Well, I'm still actually surprised that her parents, Kate and Jerry, let me hang out with her, since I am 21 and she's 5 to 6 years younger than me.
Regardless, Jessica's been saying really positive things about you, especially when you hang out with her and her friends whenever they ask you to tag along with them.
Alright, I think we should move on to me asking you another question. And it's one that's been bothering me since you got here. Why did you want to come to my house in the first place? Even after everything that happened between us?
Because I want to tell you the full story of what happened and how I handled things after we broke up, and what led to my decision for me to come here.
Well, I'm all ears, so you can go right ahead, and say whatever you have to say.
Thanks. So, I guess all of this started, on that fateful night, on June 1st, 2017. As you already know, after I angrily told you to stay out of my life, I took off running in anger and frustration, and didn't stop running until I got back home. But the moment I got into my room, I broke down and started crying. I cried and cried and cried, all night. Not only because of what you did to me, but because of how I talked to you in such an angry manner. It took me a few weeks to recover from the breakup and a few months to really comprehend what happened, but eventually, I came to accept the fact that I should apologize for how I yelled at you. But when I went to go and try to apologize to you, I came to realize that you had moved away somewhere else, and I didn't know where.
Yeah, my parents didn't want me to have any trouble facing forward after the two of us broke up, so in August of 2017, they both decided it was best that I move away, and they figured Tyndale Valley would be the best ideal location.
I see. Well, back to my story. So after I found out you moved away, I went into a very deep depression, because I felt guilty about yelling at you, and I didn't have the chance to apologize. I started taking anti-depression medicine and even took up therapy on a monthly basis. Throughout the rest of 2017, throughout all of 2018, and for a small portion of 2019 in the beginning, I had trouble accepting the fact you were gone and I just wasn't myself. There was even a time when I considered the possibility of trying to take my own life.
You were thinking about? Jess, why would you ever think about doing something as dangerous as that?
I honestly don't know, but my friends clearly saw how depressed I was, and when they found out I was considering taking my own life, they immediately got me some help. If it wasn't for them, I probably wouldn't be here talking to you right now. So, for many months, up until October 2019, I saw a therapist on a more weekly basis. My parents kept close tabs on me, and they helped me recover from all of the pain I was experiencing and feeling, both physically and mentally. However, there was something that kept me moving forward, and allowed me to get through such difficult times while I was getting the help I needed.
And, what kept you going, Jess?
It was you.
I was the reason you were able to keep pushing and moving forward?
You might not believe me, but yes, I'm speaking the honest truth to you. Jace Hubbard, despite the breakup, and all of the negativity that I had towards you, you're the reason that I was able to push forward through my most darkest times. Every day, I would think about the times we had together, both good and bad. In addition, I wanted to make sure that one day I could see you again, and apologize for everything that happened on that terrible night, resulting in us breaking up. I never should have yelled at you, I should have given you a chance to speak up. If I only had let that happen, we could have somehow possibly managed to work something out, and we wouldn't have gone our own separate ways. Honestly, I'm just as guilty as you, for causing things to happen the way they did. And for that, I am so sorry, Jace. I feel terrible for my part in all of this.
There, Jess, it's alright. Now, please stop all of that crying, and look at me. I want to say something myself. There, that's much better. Now Jess, I just want to say that you're not the only one who should feel guilty. I feel bad about what I did to you as well, especially when I broke your heart, and caused tension between us. If it's alright with you, I'd like to try and tell you what I was going to say on that night.
Of course. Go right ahead.
Thanks. So, I was going to tell you that the girl who I left you for was actually lying to me, and she wasn't 100% being truthful. Turns out she was still debating on specific things with her boyfriend, whom I assumed she was done with. However, turns out it was all a big lie, and when I realized what happened, I immediately felt ashamed of myself, because I made a terrible mistake of leaving one of the best girlfriends I ever had. Jess, I am so sorry for what I did on that night as well. I shouldn't have done what I did in the first place by breaking your heart, not after everything we did together as a couple. Can you ever forgive me?
Of course. You did say you were sorry, and it looks like you really meant it. So, I forgive you, Jace. But now I have to ask, do you forgive me as well? After all, I had a part in all of this too, by not giving you a chance to say what you wanted to say.
Well, you did say you were sorry, Jess, and it looks like you really meant it. So, I forgive you.
Well, isn't this just lovely? You and I are sitting here in your living room, and have managed to push past the troubles and problems that started this all and kept us apart.
Makes me really happy to know that the past can be put to rest. And now we can move forward with our lives. But, I feel bad that this friendship of ours can't continue. I'm assuming you're just visiting Tyndale Valley tonight, right?
You dork, I'm not visiting Tyndale Valley, I actually live here in Tyndale Valley now. Right here, in the very same neighborhood as you.
You do? Really? Please tell me you're not joking.
It's no joke, I live just 3 blocks away from you, so you and I are going to be neighbors, and be close to each other.
I don't know what to say. This is surprising to me.
The fact that you and I are going to be close by now, makes me want to admit something to you, Jace. I'd really like it, if you and I got back together, and had a fresh start, as boyfriend and girlfriend.
You want to get back together with me? You want me back?
I do, I really do. Jace, there's no doubt in my mind, you're the best possible fit for me. No guy has ever showered me with so much love and respect like you have. So, what do you say? Do you want to be my boyfriend again, and get back together with me?
I'd be honored, Jess. I'd be a fool to decline your offer, and I might not get the opportunity again. So yes, I'd really like to be all yours again. And this time, I'll keep true to my word, that I won't leave you for another girl.
Now that is exactly the kind of thing I wanted to hear from you. If you keep true to your word, I promise you, Jace, that the rewards you get from your time with me, will be very, well worth it, no matter what happens between us from this point on.
So, what should we do now?
I think that answer is obvious. Get over here, and kiss me, you dork.
Well, can't say no to that.